So it's a Monday bank holiday today, and we thought to ourselves, I think a visit to Egleton is now definitely due. So we're definitely come to Egleton Rutland Water. I know we last went end of February, so it's around about 2 months, which we usually start to do. We've visited a few more hides that I haven't been to in February, some that I've been to maybe in September, December. I know I didn't do every single hide. I did a few new ones that I've never actually been to as well. And you can see from here we've got some interesting sightings. We've got a lesser whitethroat, Chetty's warbler, reed warbler, grasshopper warbler. That's from the Badger Hide. And when we walk there, we actually find it's got a smash window, which is a bit. But oh well, it's lots of people are about today. It's quite a busy day, and I've just talked to the people there. They've told us we need to go straight to Lagoon 4 because the Sandwich Tern and Arctic Tern have been seen there, and I've not seen either of them. So we're going to go straight down to there. I think we'll skip Lagoon 2 because I remember there wasn't much scrape there, and the water's going to be quite high around this sort of season. Maybe we'll leave that today. I mean, we looked at the Smew Hide, so it kind of we saw common tern from there. Also, it says Bartail Godwit, Lagoon 6. That must have moved. Green Shank, Green Sandpiper, Little Ring Plover. I don't know what that says underneath it. Does that say Curlew? I think so. Oh well, and then there's Wimble times 9, which I don't think I did see. Anyway, I'll see you there. We're currently on the road to Rutland Water. It's not a sunny day, and it's not a rainy day, so that's one of the good things. It's one of those days where it's going to be dry. I mean, there are breaks in the clouds every so often where the sun tries to peer through. But right now we are on the A606, heading from Leicestershire. Now we're going into Oakham. So it's about 40-minute drive from my house, just north of Leicester, and I mean it's quite close to Cossington Meadows, my house. So I'm really lucky for that. And it's not. I mean, we go here every so often. I mean, it's the bird watching centre over here. It's just next to the peninsula. It's the village of Egleton. Oh, geez, it's such a pretty village. You'd be lucky to live in this sort of place. Probably quite expensive as well. So for people who haven't been here before, this is the Egleton Visitor Centre. There's a hide that looks over the feeders. Didn't give much luck today. And then you've got the Anglian Birdwatching Centre, which is a visitor centre. It does sell ice cream, and it's quite humid today, so I did have a twister. I haven't had a twister in ages. And there we go, Anglian Birdwatching Centre. So these are the sort of sightings we get today, all sorts of good things, and I'm looking forward to seeing some stuff here, and it just let you have a little look through that. So you've got the recent sightings book there, viewing gallery upstairs. Inside, it's like that. There'll be a man there with the big binoculars and scope that you can just use whenever you want. And we're going to be going up here soon. So we're going to do the tree sparrow hide first. So fleeting view of greenfinch and then some goldfinch, and there's nettles everywhere, but there's nothing good from there. So we're going to check from the AWBC Hide, which is Anglian Birdwatching Hide, and we've got grey-lag geese, herring gull, and a post immature. We've got a grey-lag goose probably on its nest next to a black-headed gull, and we've got just adjacent, maybe a few metres away from this, is a little egret. And I remember when we went in February, we didn't have too much hope for them. We mainly saw great white egrets with tufted duck and a mute swan on its nest, which is really cute. I remember there's one at Cossington Meadows, so there's one on its nest. We saw about 3 on its nest today, one on Lagoon 6 as well. So there's the Badger Hide just right on the right to me. Yeah, you can see the smash window just there if you zoom in. It's really unfortunate. And these snakehead flatillary, very fancy word for sort of quite rare plants actually that are growing in a field just next to the path. And I remember we saw great white egrets, like plenty of them. They're like everywhere previously, and it's just crazy. There's none today. We're more talking about little egrets, but oh well. Little rabbit in the field. Quite a good view of this. It's only maybe 50 metres away from us, so it's really close. So we're going to check out Lagoon 4 now. And we're not going to do the Dunlin Hide. I think we're just going to focus on the Sandpiper Hide today. We haven't got all day like Egleton in February. So we've already got some Lapwing on the scrape. So already got some high hopes for waders. You've got some black-headed gold just behind them, and over here we have got an Avocet right at the back. I'm filming handheld because you can't fit the tripod in between the bench and the window, so it's not really that helpful, but we've got some closer views of Avocet here. There's quite a lot of Avocet today, which I'm really happy about, and this, I don't know if you just noticed, is actually a ringed plover, not a little ringed. This is my first footage of them. I've seen them before at Titchwell, but that's just through a manned scope, so I've never actually managed to film them. I managed to see them for a little while, and then they just disappeared, and I couldn't find them again. Here we've got a Redshank over here. Nice to see some Redshank here again. Saw them in December, and this is a Bar-tailed Godwit. I know it said that on the recent sightings, and it is definitely right. There's definitely Bar-tailed Godwit here. And finally, I've been waiting ages for these. I mean, I saw them last summer. I mean, like, yeah, they're common as muck here, but like, I'm just waiting for them to come finally on their migration. And these are common tern. I did see an Arctic tern here. I'm not too sure if I got any footage of it, but that's still a common tern. The way you can tell them apart is because the common tern has a black tip on the bill, and Arctic tern is like a full more orange dagger pretty much. It's much longer than a gull's bill. And these ones here, because you can see they do not have the black tip, they are Arctic tern, same as this one. Actually no, that's a common tern. Oh jeez, that's a common tern. It's that one I just showed you a minute ago. So we've got oyster catcher here, more Redshank as well, and the common terns again. Very nice apple tree in bloom. Now we're going to go to the Shoveler Hide, which looks over Lagoon 3, and I know some little gulls have been reported here, but just right now we've just got black-headed gulls. Lots of reeds around here as well. It's quite good for reeds around here. It's lots of reed bear around here. So nice to see some Shoveler from the Shoveler Hide, usual cormorant on the stock dove trap, and lots of these common terns darting around instead of resting. And there's no Arctic terns on this lagoon, it's just the common terns at it. It's quite spectacular. They're quite agile birds as well. To see them, little mute swan just passing by. But the common terns are just amazing birds to just watch. Quite incredible. Egyptian goose as well, something we haven't seen for quite a while. Listen really carefully to the reed warbler. I think you just heard the reed warbler that I just recorded. It's quite loud. We did see them, but they're like see you later. We did see a sedge warbler singing at the top of the bush, but that's also like see you later. More common terms from this side, nothing else. Smew Hide. I said we weren't going to go to Lagoon 2, but it's kind of on the way anyway. No San Martins in the San Martin bank. Quite calm water actually. But there's nothing really much from this side. The tern pontoons aren't being used. It's just the black-headed gulls. That's pretty much it. Crake Hide. We're just going to check all the hides on here. Doesn't seem to be much about around here. Got Great Crested Grebe though, and that's quite. I love Great Crested Grebe, so never get tired of filming them. We're going to move on another hide up. This is the Lapwing Hide, which has only really delivered us something good in September, and that was, what was that? Not Lapwing, just massive flocks of tufted duck pretty much. But like, I mean, we've had a good day so far already. I mean, you can't say anything about this. I mean, we've seen the Arctic terns. I don't know about the little gulls, but we'll see them hopefully sometime soon. It's just amazing. We see the bar-tailed Godwit ring plover. Alright, moving on. So this is a path that I've never been down. So Lagoon, we're looking over Lagoon 3 now actually. This is the Bittern Hide, and the Plover Hide is Lagoon 4, which is just on the left of the path I was on a minute ago. But I've never been down this path, ever. Sorry, I just thought I saw something. That's why I lifted the camera up. I've never been down this path before. It's something new to me, and I think it was due for a look. So this is the Bittern Hide. Never been here before. Let's see what it's like. What does it deliver us, mate? I don't think it'll deliver. It's only Bitterns. Here you got Mallard, and the common Terns are still at it. And then this is just basically the view from the Bittern Hide. I mean, I have seen records before where it says, "Oh, Bittern in flight from Bittern Hide this morning, Rutland Water on the LRS," and it's like, jeez. So it's quite a long hide as well. So you got the view from over there, and then you've got all the way coming down here. You've got it's quite. It looks like they've had a clean because usually there's lots of spiders in here, especially at this time of year. You've got the signboards, and then if you move out the hide, you've got the Plover Hide. And you can really see how many gulls you can see from here. Wow, it's quite incredible. You've got black-headed gull, and someone told us actually there's a med gull here, Mediterranean gull, which occasionally will pop up its head. There we go. I've seen them before, but it's just like I've never got any footage. There we go. Is it gonna pop up its head? Every so often. It's got a jet black head, not like a black-headed gull, but it's literally serious black head and quite a red bill. So it's significantly different. More Egyptian geese and Avocet. So pretty much maybe sort of, it's the same sort of mix of birds that you're going to see from Sandpiper Hide, same lagoon, Lagoon 4. We've got common tern really close to us, just within maybe 10 meters, like really close. So I've got a couple of photos of that, maybe even an album photo. Yeah, I think, yeah. I'll be nice to my album. Go on, you have some common tern in. And there's the Meg Gull. Nice view of that. Great. You can really see the difference between them. So that's also an album photo. So I think it's quite cool. Lapwing. That one's been ringed, I think. Godwit. And a Redshank just over here, disappearing off its... I'm actually at full zoom 83 times anyway, so I don't think I should film too much more. That's from that distance. Oyster catcher, shell duck, and yeah, that's the volunteer training centre just there. But yeah, lots of gulls here, and you can just see them flying around here and there and everywhere. Quite cool. Yeah, the Volunteer Training Centre, that was 7th July 2015, opened by David Attenborough, of course, because he pretty much opened every single nature reserve in the whole of the UK. We've gone down the woodland path now, something we haven't been down since September, so it's great to be back down that path. Skipping a few hides on the way. We're back in the Vista Centre. They give a free scope, I was saying. Nothing from there, though. We're trying the Snipe Hide now. We've missed out the mallard, gone straight to the snipe, because there doesn't seem to be much on. Coot, mallard, really just, like, nothing, to be honest. Mute swan, and some goslings. Canada geese, goslings. That's very cute. So they've just probably recently hatched. Cormorant. And we're going to try the Harrier Hide now, which is also on Lagoon 1. Doesn't seem to be too much action from here. Grey-lag geese, Canada geese, grey heron. You know, I'm just speeding through these like because there's not much from here. We're trying the Fieldfare Hide, which I remember last time when we went in February, we saw green sandpiper. And I know I said on the track, oh, it's a common sandpiper. No, it's a green sandpiper. And the boardwalk has now got a makeover because it's like, doesn't seem to be any scrape. It's just, you know, teal and gadwall. There's no scrape. It must have disappeared because I don't know where it's gone. Oh, we're gonna check out some hides we haven't been to since December, and this is the Tern Hide, which looks over Lagoon 6. So we've got some very close views of mallards, literally just from the hide over here. So this is Lagoon 6, which I haven't been to in a long time. Yeah, I said there was a mute one there, so on Lagoon 6. There you go. Canada goose pretty much sleeping. Lapwing, a few lapwing from here. Lots of lapwing today. We've seen quite a few. Also the Pintail Hide, which I haven't been to either. This one also looks over Lagoon 6. Well, I've been to it, but like since December. It's just got Canada geese. I mean, you can kind of see the view. It's pretty much the same thing, but we thought it might go en route. There's a pond there, and there's just the main Lagoon 6. We just thought it because it's en route. You know, never know. There might be another lapwing, but no, there isn't. It's a Laxil now. We're playing a game of sheep matching. Like, I know there's number 44. We're trying to find the parent of number 44, you see. So, Kingfisher Hide. Remember we saw Smew here last time. No Smew, but we've got Shelduck, Mute Swan, Oyster Catcher. There's a lot of Oyster Catcher on view today. Great Crested Grebe. And a teal, which I originally thought was a Wigeon, but we haven't seen a single Wigeon today. Well, it's spring. Well into spring, it's May. So we're trying the Wigeon Hide. And we've skipped the Heron Hide. But from here we can actually see the Ospreys. It's quite a busy hide, this one. It's quite, there's about 6 or 7 people in here. It's quite cramped in here, but we've got some cormorants. And the Ospreys. There's the female on the nest. I don't know what her name is, but it's the female on the nest, apparently. So we've got some gadwall, lots of tufted duck. The tufted duck hide is actually at Linden. And we've got Waded Scrape Hide at Linden over here. And that's the shallow water. So trying one more hide, the 360 degrees hide. And this also looks over a San Martin bank, but no luck on the San Martins today. We have got Shelduck, and this is the Shelduck Hide. We're not going to go there today, though. We went there in September. We'll leave that out today, because there's not enough time. So teal, bit of coot. This is Lagoon 5. Quite a big expanse of water. And we're back at the visitor centre. And there's nothing much on for the visitor centre, but we might have one little look. And we've got a common tern on the post with some other wildfowl. I will see you next time.